I'm Tim and this is the ski resort of Bansko in Bulgaria, and in this video I'm going to give you my top 20 tips for you to enjoy your time here on the slopes. And interspersed throughout we're going to be playing Bansko Bingo, where I'll show you some of the more interesting, individual, unique things you might see here. This is not your average ski resort. Okay, let's get into it. One of the first things you'll probably do is take a look at the ski map, try and get your bearings, and then most people will go, oh, look at that. That looks interesting. Well, tip number one, don't go looking for it. It no longer exists, and it hasn't existed for as long as I've been coming here. You can still see it from the gondola, what's left of it, but it doesn't run, so don't bother. The queue for the gondola here in Bansko can be monstrous, but there are some things you can do to mitigate that. Firstly, don't come during the busy periods. If you can avoid the holidays, then do so. Secondly, get here as soon as you can, early morning. Sometimes during the season, this gondola opens as early as 7:30. Try to get a VIP pass if you can. Certain accommodations give that out as part of the deal. And lastly, you can get taxis from over here, but quite often during the busy periods, the queues for that are as long as the gondola itself. So it's hard to avoid completely, but those are some things you can do to try and mitigate how long you're queuing. The next thing to understand is that essentially there's an easy side and a hard side of the mountain. The red side and the blue side. And if you're on the blue side, then you're going to be mostly taking chili garlic lift and mosta. And if you're on the red side, then you're mostly going to be taking Banderista 1 and 2. However, there is a magic lift in the middle, Todorka, which gets to both sides of the mountain. And if you go up to Todorka and you're a beginner or intermediate and you don't want to ski the reds, then you can take this nifty little ski road just across, which takes you out right in the middle of plateau and a lovely blue. That's Todorka lift there on the right, and there's a fun way to get on the lift and there's a boring way. Look at all those guys just skiing down the piste and getting on the lift. That's boring. This is the better way. Up and over this little lump and down the other side. Woo-hoo! And this is Todorka lift, and it is the best lift on the mountain because the time to distance ratio multiplied by the speed coefficient, basically it gets you up the mountain the quickest. And it's also got nice comfy seats, so double bubble. Okay, eyes down for our first round of Bansko Bingo, and an easy one to start off with. This is the I Heart Bansko sign. Next up is the remarkable sight of a red setter running across the piste, and you'll often find them very close to a snowboarder with massive dreadlocks. And last in this opening round we have, what is that? Yes, you're right, that is underwear in a tree. I have no idea why it's there, but it's absolutely a thing here in Bansko. And then the next tip is don't neglect Red 7 and Red 8. They're only two short little red runs, but they are wildly underskied. When the piste higher up the mountain gets really tracked out, you can come here and find almost perfect snow. They get underskied, I think, for several reasons. People just ski along down the bottom there, look up, see the fact that they're T-bar lifts and go, nah, can't be bothered. Sometimes as well there's racing on, which there is today actually on both of these slopes, and it's kind of hidden, in the middle of the resort. I think people just miss it. But if it's busy on the piste or you want some better snow, Red 7, Red 8, and you can get the T-bar lift back up again like these guys are doing, or you can just scooch all the way down along the ski road back to Kolarski lift. And the other reason is that people don't realise you can get off Kolarski and go back on yourself to come over here as well. So when Kolarski's quiet, lapping Red 7 and Red 8, it's just a whole lot of fun. Let's give it a crack. Best snow I found on the mountain so far today. And apart from that guy, I've pretty much got it all to myself. And if you want to try some off-piste at your own risk, then this spot is probably the best, easiest, safest bit to go in. We are right on the side of Plateau, which is just there. The fun park is just there. So if we just ski off just upside of the fun park into this area here, and it is full of little baby trees. It's relatively flat, and it takes you out just by the top of Moster Lift. Look at the landmark down there as well. There's a big tower with a yellow cage on top of it. If you just head towards that, then that's exactly the bearing you need. And even on days like today when it's not fresh powder, it's still a lot of fun to go and ski in here. Don't forget Ski Road 2, coming off the bottom of Moster Lift. It is a beautiful run through the trees on the other side of the valley, and it takes you out to another place that is wildly underskied, and that is Chalin Valog. And you can also get to Chalin Valog via the main ski road. After this orange bridge, another few hundred meters on the right hand side, you have to take that turn, and that takes you down to the chairlift. Chalin Valog has 2 slopes, both starting with steep black sections and then running off into a red and a blue. And again, similar to Red 7 and Red 8, it's wildly underskied, and you can always get the gondola back up from the mid station. I don't stop for drinks on the mountain very often. At €6 for a cappuccino, I can't afford to, but when I do, 180 is my first choice. It is brilliant for people watching, with 3 slopes conversion into one small spot. Beginners coming from the right, experts from the left and straight ahead, and there's a reason why they call this the bowling alley. Okay, eyes down for our second round of Bansko Bingo. First up, we have the Bansko Biathlon Centre, and it's superhero time. This is Superman, not Batman, Superman. And to finish this round, we have sausages hanging in a lift. Sausage lift! Sausage! After smashing it down 5, which is a lovely blue run, you get to this bit. And it doesn't look too bad on the camera, but if you're a relative beginner, that is steep for a blue section. But what is over there is a nice little ski road, which ends up bringing you out just down there, and you can use that as an escape if you don't fancy this steep section, which I didn't the first time I ever came here as a beginner. It took me about 20 turns to get down there, I think. But let's go and take the ski road. But as you can see, you need to keep a bit of pace up to get up this little bit at the end. Otherwise, it's a little bit of frog walking. But while we're on 5, just after the steep section, all the way down on the left-hand side are some of the best little jumps and fun bits that are quite easy if you fancy jumping around a bit, which I sometimes do. So let's go and do that now. Also on the left of 5 are these trees, and if you want to get in the trees, disclaimer, at your own risk, off-piste is always at your own risk, then this is one of the best places to do it. Just down the bottom there, it's kind of wide open, and whatever way you go in, you can only come out on a piste. So in that regard, it's perfectly safe, but at your own risk. If you're skiing down the mountain from the top down to Banderista 2, then always come in via skier's left, because the other side is where Banderista 1 gets off, and it gets really busy when it's hectic up the mountain. So if you want the shorter queue, always stay skier's left. And there are a ton of places where you can get air on the piste here at Bansko. 2 of my favourites are here, underneath Moster and Plateau Lift, right outside the Goat, and this other spot towards the top of 5 where you can get huge air underneath the lift. Eyes down for our final round of Bansko Bingo. You might have to climb a little bit to see this one. It's the cross. And deep in the forest, find this abandoned mountain hut. And to finish Bansko Bingo, this voluptuous lady in a yoga pose. We're on Plateau Lift, and this is hands down the best lift for people watching. You've got this section right here, between the lift stanchions where people fly through there and do lots of jumps. Over to the left, you've got the fun park, which is always fun to watch people. And then lastly, you've got the big, wide expanse of plateau right ahead of you. Tadorka Peak up to the left is stunning, and you see people fly down here at some kind of rate. You also see newbies or relative beginners come to the top of the mountain thinking these are going to be easy blue runs, and they're actually quite steep for blues. Either way, great for people watching. If you've never skied a half pipe before, then Bansko can't help you. Not properly anyway. But if you ski Red 9, it is like a natural half pipe, and I think it must be kind of the same, almost the same. Check it out, let me know what you think. Pretty much the same as the Olympics. If you're in need of making adjustments at any point, there are tools located throughout the mountain. Here at the Goat, at the top of Banderista 2, outside 180, and at the top gondola station near Bondariska Poliana. And the final tip is, if you're a van lifer and you want to ski in, ski out, then this is the spot here on the side of the ski road, just heading back down to the top gondola station. This tip's for near the end of the day. You ski down the little ski road back towards the gondola, and you want to get back to the ski road, which goes that way over there. Most people ski round the gondola building, but when it's busy, that can be absolutely rammed full of people, and it's kind of dangerous and not that quick or easy to get round there. So there's a little side route just down there, just by the side of the building. You've got to be quite careful, but you can get down there and it cuts out that section over there. Okay, those were my 20 top tips for enjoying Bansko skiing. Hope there was something in there for you, something fun, something useful. And don't forget to bring your Bansko bingo card when you come to Bansko to ski. If you've skied here and you've got some top tips, stick them in the comments down below. Give this video a thumbs up while you're down there. Hit subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video. Peace!